an important psychoanalyst by the name of Sigmund Freud, shaped the understanding of human behavior and thought. According to Verywell Mind, Freud believed that behavior and personality comes from the constant and unique interaction of conflicting psychological forces that operate in three levels of awareness. I often wonder what goes through my mind when certain thoughts appear at a certain time or when I behave or act a certain way and I'm not sure how or why I acted in that way. Freud believed that personality and behavior is influenced by the unconscious, preconscious, and conscious mind. The first level of awareness is the unconscious. The unconscious is made up of feelings and emotions that are outside of our conscious awareness. It is a state of being unaware and unresponsive to events in the environment that influence our behavior, known as the stimuli. According to McPaw P. and Shevrzov A., authors of Levels of Consciousness, Definitions and Characteristics, published December of 2021. The unconscious also includes repressed feelings, hidden memories, habits, thoughts, and desires and reactions, and memories that may be too painful, embarrassing, shameful, or distressful to face consciously. According to Cherry Kay, author of The Preconscious, Conscious, and Unconscious Mind, published December of 2020. The unconscious has an influence on our behavior. The impulsive and unconscious part of our soul, mind, or spirit, also known as our psyche, which responds to basic urges, needs, and desires, is known as the ID. According to McLeod S.A., author of The ID, Ego, and Superego, published in September 2019. Throughout our childhood, we may have gathered many memories that form the beliefs, fears, and insecurities that made us who we are today. Things that could have been forgotten in your unconscious mind include negative experiences from your past and or traumatic events that was pushed out of our subconscious and that was too deep or threatening to acknowledge. According to Ramsey K., author of The Three Levels of Human Consciousness, published March of 2019. The next level of human consciousness is the preconscious mind. The preconscious mind consists of anything that could potentially be brought into the conscious mind. According to Cherry Kay, the preconscious controls the information that is allowed to enter conscious awareness. During the preconscious is also unrepressed memories that we extract for a specific purpose at a specific time. For example, when we need to remember and or recall something for the current situation that we are in. How the preconscious has an influence on human behavior. With every experience, thought, and impression that we ever had, lives in the preconscious and influences our patterns of thought and behavior, according to Ramsey K. Stated from McLeod S.A., the decision-making component of our personality is known as our ego. The final level of human consciousness is the conscious mind, which is any and everything that we are actively aware of, where information about your current situation is handled according to Moscato C., author of Levels of Consciousness, Definitions, Characteristics, published in November 2021. The conscious mind is used when we take in input from our senses, analyze the information, and make decisions based off of the information that we analyzed. Consciousness and its influence on our behavior. Not only is the ego used to make decisions within our personality during the preconscious, it is also used during the conscious mind when a person is aware of when thinking of themselves and what they try to project onto others, what they try to show their appearance off as others view them. According to McLeod S.A. The superego is also during the conscious mind that plays a role of the conscious mind's inner voice known as the morality. The morality tells us right from wrong, good from bad. People will behave based off of what conscious mind of morality they're in. Freud explained 3 levels of consciousness and how they affect behavior. My goal today was to inform my audience of the unconscious, preconscious, and conscious mind and how it has an influence on human behavior. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, you may ask them now.